here from Straus Family Creamery. I brought with me my colleague Leslie O'Neill as well. And so together we help champion the Straus Milk program at many of the Bay Area schools. It's Albert Straus, our founder, began Straus Family Creamery in 1994. He is a second generation farmer, and he is a second generation climate activist as well. So he's very passionate about the work. He is one of the 12 family farms that we work with who provide certified organic milk to Straus Family Creamery. So we're not a very big company, but we've got a lot of heart and a lot of work ahead of us to get more high quality milk into the schools. Is to sustain family farms in Marin and Sonoma counties. And we do that by selling minimally processed, high quality organic milk. And another part of our mission, and this is really where the school milk program comes in, is revitalizing rural communities. And we're doing that everywhere through advocacy, which this is an advocacy program, and education. And so these are just a few of the core values of Straus Family Creamery. We really are a mission-driven company. Everything that we do produce is USDA certified organic. And a few of the pillars of our company here are listed. We minimally process our products, as the mission said. So most of our products are non-homogenized. That means that they haven't been put through that process that breaks up the fat and blends it into the milk. So the milk that you're going to be serving is a low-fat milk, and it's called cream top because there's just a little bit of cream that's going to float to the top over time. So I want to share with you a little bit about organic, because that is what seems to be a big part of the changes that are happening in schools now, is we're trying to offer more organic foods and choices, healthy choices to the kids. So what does it mean for something to be certified organic? I know a lot of people think that means that the cows have to eat organic food. There's actually a lot more to it. It's not just their feed. So there's a lot of claims that you'll see out there, kind of single label claims like grass-fed. Certified organic is one thing, but there's also non-GMO Project Verified. You can see a couple examples here. If something is USDA certified organic, it encompasses all of those things. And just a few highlights here. So yes, the animals are eating 100% organic feed. And actually what's really interesting is it also includes animal welfare standards. So there's a national organic program that oversees all organic production and ensures that the animals are cared for, that they have the appropriate amount of acres for each of them, and are out on pasture like I mentioned. Carbon farming is something you'll hear more and more about, and if I had to describe it in plain terms, I would say carbon, when it's in the atmosphere, is bad. When it's captured in the soil or the trees, it's good. We don't want it out in the atmosphere because it contributes to greenhouse gases. And so what our farmers are doing is a few different things that help promote keeping the carbon in the soil. And so they are applying compost, just a thin layer, 1/4 inch of compost across their grazing lands. They do rotational grazing, so the cows don't just stay in the same spot all year. They move to different sections in the pasture so that it allows the previously grazed section to regrow and replenish itself. And then just one other example of how they're helping with the health of the soil is through planting hedgerows and windbreaks, so that when the wind comes through or it's raining, the soil is the roots are holding the dirt in place, so it's not eroding and blowing away or running off. So those are just a couple ways that all of the 12 family farms are helping to basically be farmers of soil as much as they are dairy farmers. The reason we have the school milk program, as I mentioned, is to help further our mission. It's not just about milk, it's not just about your amazing work feeding the kids, but it's also about creating a safe, healthy environment for them as they grow up. So the program, basically Straus Family Creamery makes milk, obviously all organic milk, and the program that we have is serving a 5-gallon bag in box, a recyclable cardboard box, and inside it is a plastic liner filled with milk. And so the program obviously, is to create healthy options for the kids in school. It's to reduce waste, because although the cartons are really convenient, the plastic liner in the cartons isn't very easily recycled. They have to separate the plastic from the cardboard. It's a very resource-intensive process. So although the liner itself inside is not recyclable, the cardboard is widely recycled. And so that reduces packaging waste, and then of course it reduces school milk expenditures, because it's reducing food waste. Like, how many times do you go to look at what the kids have, you know, tossed in the trash, and they don't drink the whole milk? This way they can get as much as they want. You guys are gonna have cups. Eventually, hopefully some of the schools can do reusable cups. And so they're taking less milk, taking, you know, exactly what they need. They wanna come back and get more, fine. And that's the gist of the program. It's a really low cost to the schools, and a little bit different than the other products we make, because it has to be vitamin A and D fortified, right, to meet legal requirements. Whereas all the other milks that we produce, we don't add anything. That's just part of the minimally processing. So it's a organic, low-fat, cream-top, bag-in-box milk. The milk machine, is on a cart. It's been rolled out here. For good luck, I'm gonna put the parking brake on. And then you just open the latch. It's kind of like a mini fridge, just like QVC. And then we just lift this little guard and flip it down. It's just there to make sure nothing tumbles out. And these say on the outside, this side up, that's just for when it's transported. This is actually gonna be upside down once we get the big open. So you might have even worked with containers like this in the past, like if you've ever worked in a hospital or another cafeteria. There's like a little perforated, punctured spot, thank you, that you pull open, and out we are pulling the whole guy.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
It's very long, right? So we're actually gonna trim it, but not yet. We gotta put it in the machine first. Once it's trimmed, it's probably, I don't know, 4 inches long, and you'll see why we have to trim it. So 5 gallons of milk, these are probably like 40-ish pounds. They're a lot smaller. Shimmy it. We're backward. Okay. Teamwork.
Okay, there we go, okay.
And the reason there are 2 of them is so you can get this set up before the kids come in. You could leave them in here overnight because it's a fridge. Some schools do take them out and put them elsewhere for the night, and it's up to you. And then there's a little hole that we're just gonna thread the whole spigot through. And I should...
So you want to lift this up, and then,
Yep.
oh, that's what happens, okay.
I give a little lift to the lever. You know why? That lever pinches,
It
right?
clicks, it clicks.
So when the kids put their milk cup up, it opens, and then when they move their cup, it pinches back down. Otherwise, you'd have milk everywhere. Here. How about this? So I'm just going to trim the end of it off so that the milk can dispense.
Okay, right there?
Go there. It's like a haircut. You could always cut more. You can't put it back.
Okay, now it's...
Now I'll shut the door.
Okay.
There would be another one here too.
Okay. And we have a lock on that, right? We're gonna lock that?
So the kiddos are gonna come up to the machine, and they're gonna lift. Ah, ha, ha, ha. And then, cheers. There you go.
Oh, that's really good.
It is really good.
Yummy, oh my God.
So again, thank you so much. I'm very excited for you. I really appreciate your support. And yes, I'll take questions.
Does that lock, like you said, we
Yeah,
can do
actually,
No, I mean,
down here
yeah,
or
so
up
the
here?
milk can stop coming out. Like if
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a cool tip that I got the other day. If you were gonna take those out for the night, one of my colleagues suggested, one of my favorite binder clip office tools here, to just crimp it shut. Obviously it'd be up where you're not actually gonna serve it.
If I leave it in overnight.
Then there is a hole here where you can lock those bad boys. Yes, I would probably do that so that kids aren't fussing with it. The milk would come out if you lifted the lever, but see how I'm not touching it now? No milk's coming out. If I go to lift the lever, absolutely. Milk's gonna come out. I just wanted to say thank you. Again, it really does mean a lot to us that you're participating in this program. Before COVID, we didn't have a lot of schools participating yet, And as soon as the schools opened back up, it just really expanded. So I think people are starting to see the value, fortunately get the funding to get a machine to be able to do this. And so you really are some of the first, literally some of the first that are going to be able to roll this out. And it's going to be really amazing.